Alright there guys, so today's video I'm going to show you how to change your brakes on your VW Lupo, or what I'm doing here is actually a brake upgrade for the Lupo 3L, as they only come with really narrow brake discs, so I am fitting the bigger ones off, like a Lupo Sport, not bigger in diameter but just thicker, they're 18mm thick instead. So come along, I'll show you what to do, and hopefully it's all good. So as you can see, I've got the car jacked up, jacking point's just under there, and I'll take the wheel off. It's a 17mm nut for them, so the impact gun, put it on high, hopefully it gets them off. And I'll come back to you when I got the wheel off. So you can see now I've got the wheel off, and what we're going to need access to is this little screw here, holds the brake disc on, and we've also got these little plastic caps covering up the Allen key bolts that hold the caliper on. So I'm going to flip them caps off, take the screw out, and then it's a 7mm Allen key in the back of here to undo it, but I'll show you that when I get in there. So I'm just going to take this, this is a really big screwdriver bit basically, so it won't focus, and screw that out. I never do these tight, and I always put plenty of copper grease on them so they come out easy. You'll probably find that that'll be probably rusted in quite badly, because they usually are, but because I've done the brakes on this car last time, everything's all copper greased up. It makes your life a lot easier when you have to go and do your brakes again. And do this for the brake caliper. As you can see, that bolt in there coming out. Another one underneath the bottom, just there. Take those two out, and then the caliper will lift off. So now the caliper's loose, you'll have to unclip the brake line here, but I'm running coilovers on this car, so I just put a little zip tie across to that little bracket there. So it should, I don't know if I'll be able to do this one-handed or not. Probably not. Oh no, there we go. So that comes out. There you go, caliper's off. Wouldn't recommend hanging them on the brake pipe, but I've literally got one hand and nothing else to hand. So now my brake disc will come off, and we're now ready to change the brake disc. So I'm going to go and get that out of the box. Make sure you clean it down with some brakes parts cleaner, as they put like an oil over the top of them to stop them from corroding and shipping and whatever. And then I'll just put it back on there and show you how to bolt it all back up. So here's the two discs side by side. These are the M-Tech discs I've just bought off eBay, slotted and grooved, but these are actually 18mm thick. I think these ones are 15mm thick, can't remember off the top of my head. And I think they're both the same diameter, which is I think 239mm. Same center, everything. These are off a 1.7 SDI Lupo, and these are off a Lupo 3L, which you obviously won't find many of in the UK, but it's a good upgrade because I had my car remapped, and now I'm just flying through these brake discs like no something. I can see, like, I might not be able to see in the camera, but this is getting so hot and you're braking hard, and there's smoking and warping, and these discs aren't even that old. These discs are probably doing well after 3 months old, and they're warped like crazy. So I'm hoping these thicker drilled slotted ones do me proud, hopefully give me a better chance of not warping my brake discs. So we'll slap that on the car. like so. Now I'm going to have to get 2 hands to, I'm going to line that hole up to put my little screw back in to hold the disc on, and then just throwing the caliper back on. I'm not putting new pads in, but I'll show you how to take the pads in and out. It's super easy, just literally click in and out of the caliper. So I've just propped the brake caliper up on top of the disc, which is now bolted on. So I need to basically move these pads out so I can push the caliper back, which I don't know if I'm going to be able to do one-handed again. It's hard, this, recording it and doing it. Hold on. Right, I got it. Got one out. There we go. See? Easy. Clip in, out. I tend to lube the back of these up with loads of copper grease. Don't get it on the pad or you won't be able to brake. And then it stops your brakes from squeaking. They do tend to come with, like, you see that pad there? That's a built-in like copper slip pad, so it stops them from squeaking anyway. Now this, I don't know if I'm able to do this one-handed, but this is, no, I'm gonna have to, basically I've got a G-clamp here, wind it out. Usually I'd like to use something like this, plumber's sort of grip. I haven't got a big enough set here at this garage, so usually you'd squash the piston back into the caliper. But I'm going to use this G-clamp, which I have no idea if I'm going to be able to do this. So I think, bear with me, I'll try and get it set up so I can show you what I'm doing. Well, that's the best shot you're getting at the moment, because it is really hard to do this one-handed. So basically all I'm doing now, I've got the G-clamp on the caliper and I'm winding it in. Basically press the piston back into the caliper. Probably better ways of doing it, and I know there's tools you can buy to do it, but it's done it. That's it, done. And the piston is now wound back into the caliper itself. So I've now just clipped the brake pads back in, pushed them in with my hand. So I've now got to try and fight with this one-handed. So this has now got to, you see how the brake pads go one side and the caliper goes the other, and it's just clicked in, sorry I missed the key shot there. But yeah, basically you see how that's pad, caliper, that holds it in at the top. The calipers just sit up against the hub, and then now I'm going to tighten these bolts back up. Get them to line up. You get the point, tighten them up, top and bottom, and then you've got to zip tie that across. So I'll show you when it's all done, and then my secret top tip after that to make these stay as nice as possible. So I've now got it all bolted back up. I just need to go and grab myself a zip tie and chuck it on the on that little bracket to the pipe so it doesn't rub on my wheels. So now what I'm going to do is, I always think it's disgusting, like this brake disc, I didn't have any paint at the time when I did it, but you see how that's all rusty and grimy and horrible? That's 4 months, like, or whatever, it's not that long it's been on there. So what I tend to do is, I've already cleaned these in case I touch them again. Try and clean, things ran out. Anyway, clean this off the edge so I can then paint the brake disc so it stays nice. Get my rattler can. some cheap Poundland black. It's actually quite good paint. Don't knock it till you've tried it. And I do know how to paint properly, because I painted them side skirts and all sorts of stuff with a 2-pack, so it doesn't matter if you get it on the face of the disc, because it'll just come off when you press the brakes. So now I'm going to get my cloth, just wipe the paint off the face of the disc so it doesn't stick to my wheel. You could just leave it and let it set, but I'm trying to get this job done quickly and efficiently. And the bloody brake parts cleaners ran out. Yeah. Just clean that off, and then you see it's left the paint on the edge that you'll see, and it'll stay looking good. So as you can see, I've got the wheel back on the car, and the brakes are done. So hopefully that was helpful for some of you guys wanting to fit your own brakes, or do the brake upgrade I've done by fitting the SDI brake discs on the Lupo 3L. I can't state more that this is a guide. Don't go changing your brakes if you don't know what you're doing. You've just got to be confident in what you're doing. You don't want to put your life at risk because you've done a dodgy job of changing your brakes. They're very important. Make sure you've done it properly. Like now, I've changed all my brakes. It'd be a good time to bleed the fluids. If you've got a squishy pedal, I'm now just going to pump my pedal, because obviously I've pushed the pistons back. So if I went and took this out now, I'd have no pedal left in the car. So you just got to press the pedal a couple of times, and then you feel your brakes again. But yeah, apart from that, guys, hope you've enjoyed the video. I will be doing more things to the Lupo as it comes over Christmas. I'm going to get some new speakers installed in it. I want to paint the rear boot handle. It's a bit corroded. Yeah, more stuff to come. Still really want to do a video of going around the thing, because there's not many 3Ls about in the UK, but it's just the weather's been so rubbish. You can see it's even starting to rain on me now. So if you won't mind subscribing to the channel if you like what you see. So yeah, have a good day.